Just a quick update on the state of play here. I've moved my gaming space. It was under that alcove there, so I've now got a sofa there. I switched their places. Sorry about the laundry, but you can see this is the space I have. But I can't fit it right in. There's a big gap down there, so I think I moved this over here because it's closer to the window, so in the day the light's much better. But because now the sofa sticks out in the room, you see there's not much of a gap there. I think I might have to swap them back, although I have a much bigger space here. Much prefer it, but we'll see. Anyway, GD40 is under here, underneath. See, I've lifted this up on blocks because I'm going to have to stop play of GD40 for probably this week. I won't have much time during the week, I expect. And on the table here we have Napoleons Triumph. I am prepping for next weekend when I'm going to a gaming convention at Lake Bracciano near Rome, fairly near from where I live here. And I'm really excited because it's going to be the first opportunity I have of face-to-face play in about 3 years, I think, since my son was born. And except I played some Wings of War, another gaming convention about 3 or 4 weeks ago. But so this is going to be sort of full on. Now I don't know if I'll get to play this. I've never played it before, but I've offered it and Habit of Victory. I'm taking them both, and I've offered them if anyone wants to play a game. So I'm having to prep them so that I can teach the games. Hence, I've wholly off on GD40 and laid this out to try and check out what it's all about. And I just realised the format of this is not nice, is it? I got it in the portrait format. Sorry, but anyway, looks great. You know, this is the I just played 2 turns with all units revealed just to see what the game's about. It looks lovely, doesn't it? Yeah, so there's a lot of prep going into that. I've downloaded lots of stuff from the Geek, and I've been writing my own notes because it's obviously a bit different. Essentially, I wouldn't say so much as it's a war game as it's a game of bluff and manoeuvre, because I think the simulation of war is baked into it, but it's more using that as a theme for an enjoyable game than sort of getting into the nitty-gritty. So what I mean by that is it's kind of abstracted more than you might, whilst still retaining war game elements. But it's kind of Outback Bluff because you can't see what your opponent has, and so at this level, this kind of like grand tactical level, it doesn't have any of the sort of grand tactical elements like, for instance, a cavalry charge, or a massed cavalry charge, or massed artillery, or stuff like that. I mean, you can kind of do those things, but not in the way that would normally happen, because you've got areas, approaches, and essentially this bluff element is what it's about. So it's kind of, the designer says it's a bit like a game of poker, you know, kind of push your luck and bluff out your opponent. But anyway, it's looking fantastic. I hope I get to play it. I could play it a few times in a day because I reckon it will take about 2 hours to play the game. It should move quite fast. Not that much to do each turn. You know, you've only got so many blocks or units to move, but I think that most of the time will be spent making agonizing decisions. So that could be great, but yes, that's a game. So I'm prepping for that, and I'm just about to take this down. I want to sort of play out some attacks more, all the opportunities of attack, I think the best way to demonstrate it would be not even with approaches, just have it on a blank board and say, okay, you've got this stack against this stack, what are the opportunities and how can you do it? So take it away from the distraction of all of this. But anyway, I need to get a habit of victory up here and go through that. I played one scenario of that solo once, but just I think a battle scenario. So I need to it's it's the it's kind of like 1809. There's Habit of Victory. It's the same kind of system, the Kevin Zucker system. So you've got lines of communication and supply, maneuver, and then pitch, stall, pursuit, battles. Anyway, that's up next. I just thought I'd quickly do this as an update in case anyone was waiting for GD4 right at the moment. I don't think GD40. I don't think that will happen until after next weekend. But it's a shame I can't show you. It's really exciting because we're in the last phase. We've got major fighting going on, and I've had loads of like smoke and everything, but smoke rounds firing off all the place. There you can see some of it. There's some smoke, but most of it's dissipated now. Everyone's fired off their smoke because the French. You can see their attack going in there. That's the main attack on Ston. Here's another segment of their attack. These guys are supposed to be attacking, but they haven't implemented their objective yet. The sort of the middle, the flanks are gone, and the middle's like. And then meanwhile, the Germans, all of these units are moving down, essentially, down to attack there. So they're both attacking each other. So yeah, it's very exciting. But you can see there's a lot of units on plane. I think you can see practically all of them there. Consequently, and because they're both moving and firing on both sides, it's very slow each turn. Well, I say very slow. It takes about an hour and a half because there's a lot of artillery firing has been happening as well. Each side's got 3 battalions of artillery, 3 batteries each. So you could either fire 9 batteries or 3 battalion fires, or a mixture per turn, which has been happening. So the artillery phase could take half an hour. But anyway, I will get back and give another update as soon as.